Golem, or the GLM token, is up more than 70% today alone. Let's have a look at the data, what's all behind this, who is buying here, who's selling here, who's driving the price. This is the rally I'm talking about. We are almost at 70 cents now. And the price of Golem is rather erratic, right? We see these random spikes, then subsequent crashes. Now we are in a spike again. Does this mean that we are going to crash? What's causing this? Now, I'm not going to present you the content and the marketing jazz on the website. This is not how we can get alpha, how we can get a knowledge edge over the rest of the market. Instead, let's check out the things most people aren't looking at. Here's the white paper, the final version of the white paper, but have a look at this. That final version was published in November of 2016. Does this mean that Golem is actually a dead project and this is simply just a pump and dump, some kind of manipulation? Let's dive deeper. What we've got over here is the GitHub repository of Golem. So this is the place where programmers submit their code changes. And no, this is not a dead project. There was an update 14 hours ago, another one 19 hours ago, yesterday, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. So there's still something actively happening here. The team is still working on this DPIN project, on the project of distributed GPU power. But let's have a look at what's driving here demand and supply. Let's have a look at tokenomics. Let's have a look at adoption metrics. What we've got over here is the active address count for Golem. A lot of action in 2017, then a subsequent crash. Now it's pretty much at zero. Here's the transaction volume over time, very much the same picture. Social metrics aren't too impressive either. The number of Reddit subscribers is rather shrinking. But here's a rather positive chart. It's just a horizontal line. This shows us the circulating supply. So at least there isn't any expanding supply anymore, potentially depressing the price. This is the problem with most altcoins. Most altcoins issue a lot of tokens to the early investors and to the team that then sells off, that then depresses the price. This seems to not be the case anymore for Golem. Now there are two versions of the token. One of them is on Ethereum, and that token has 19,645 holders. There's another version of the token. This one has 12,000 holders. So it seems like the capital locked up in Ethereum and in Polygon doesn't seem to be that different. But actually, once we dive deeper, it is very, very different. I've built a tool to distinguish the retail investors from the whale investors. You can plug in any Ethereum token in this tool. You can plug in any Polygon token in this tool. And we can look at what are the people doing. Access to this tool is available for the premium members together with a tutorial video. So that's down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. Feel free to check it out. And it shows on the left side the number of wallets on Ethereum that hold at least 2,000 tokens. So at the current price, that's a bit over $1,000. That's what I'd consider retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail. That's now $10,000 worth of the token. On the right side, we've got the whales. That's $100,000 worth of the token. Now, those are very long-term charts. Let's have a look at the same thing just for the last month. That's over here. And we see actually quite a bit of accumulation by the whales. The number of whale wallets grew by more than 20%, maybe 25%. Medium-sized retail grew to a similar degree. Small retail grew a bit less. And that then explains a price development like this, at least to a degree. There is something that I don't like here. But before we get into that, let's first look at the Polygon-based token, right? There's the Ethereum-based token and the Polygon-based token. And remember how the number of total holders was a bit over half for Polygon versus ETH. Now here are the same charts with the same thresholds for Polygon. Much, much less. More than 3,000 holders with 2,000 tokens on Ethereum, only 20 such holders on Polygon. The same difference can be seen obviously for medium-sized retail and for the whales. So for whatever reason, there are a lot of wallets of this token on Polygon, but they all have minuscule amounts of it. I don't know why that is, but it is something very distinct. I've never seen this relationship mismatch that massively. Now let me show you the thing that I do not like so much about this rally. It's nice that we do see some accumulation on Ethereum. And it's also nice that we see this across the board, both with the retail people buying, but also with the whales buying and with the whales potentially buying even more. That being said, the price movements tend to be accelerate now, and that acceleration might not be natural. Because again, the holder numbers grew by 20 to 25%. The price grew by 220% in the same time period. And the answer to this puzzle might be over here. This is the perpetual futures trading volume. So that's the levered bets on the price, and there is a ton of trading volume on Binance. There's xt.com and Binance. XT is simply just a rebrand of Binance. This is more than $1 $1 billion worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours alone. And that's for a market cap of 650 million. So that's not yet 2 or 3 times the market cap that's being traded. That would be clear manipulation, but it's definitely elevated. There is some hot air in this rally as well. So does it make sense to hold Golem? Potentially, maybe with a trailing stop loss in case we do see a deflation temporarily. We do see accumulation, that's good, but we also see involvement by centralized exchanges, which I don't like that much. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram. Link is down below.